Gangbang's right. Heather Bishop, she says, Tony definitely went on the defensive. He handled it completely wrong. No, he didn't. He was being sarcastic. This is what I mean, Gen Z. Why can't you guys recognize sarcasm? Tony was being funny and sarcastic and just making fun of it. When they were saying, oh, you got to text a gangbang, he goes, I was doing your mom, man. It was your mom. He was being sarcastic. It was sarcasm. It was comedy. He was being funny. He wasn't startled. He wasn't backed in a corner. He wasn't anything. He knew it was just spam. He wasn't worried about it. He was being funny, sarcastic, just like everybody else. I'm going to tell you this again, Heather. Listen to me. It's a thing. If you have a public profile on Instagram, you will get spam texts. And I don't care who says it ain't true. There's thousands of people that actually get them that will tell you otherwise. Yeah, hey, Fossil Fuzzball says, you're the one that's saying gangbang's okay. It is okay. Gangbang's one of the most popular sexual fantasies of most women. Most men fantasize about being with multiple partners. I was in a gangbang in the back of Molly Hatchett's tour bus. 2 girls gangbanged me. And then they wanted me to go get other bandmates in 1979. I was single. I was allowed to do it. And these 2 chicks gangbanged the shit out of me, dude. I mean,
I'm looking at Ryan Fisher's video.
Now, Fozzie, when you leave here, Fozzie, foosball, I want you to go to your, open up your Chrome browser, okay? And up in the right-hand corner, you can pull down the tab, and there's an option there to say incognito. Click that so you don't mess your cache up, and I want you to type gangbang and hit enter. And watch how many porn videos pop up in your face of girls willing to do a gangbang with as many guys as possible. Stop it. You're building a false monster. Gangbang is a consensual act between adults.
Okay,
and you guys are going to pretend it's something else. I'm not going to let you. I'm going to humiliate you every time you attempt it. Rape is R-A-P-E. Rape is where a person is held against their will and forced to have sex against their will. A gangbang is where people get together and get each other off in a big pile.
Good. Is that okay? Is that normal?
What's that?
Fucking a dead corpse. Is that good?
So now somebody's screwed a dead person?
Tony Dodge said
it was sarcasm, son.
This is what I mean. I've never said that in my life. I've never said that shit.
Do you not know what comedy and sarcasm is, son?
Dude, I got the same gangbang thing, fam, that Tony did. A month ago, I got the same thing, the same one.
Spam text. Everybody gets some spam text. It was a spam text. Everybody.
I'm a female.
I got to click on it though.
I get them.
Why didn't he click on it?
People on this panel.
He had the opportunity to get them, and you still don't. He never did.
There's so many people saying they got the same one.
No, it was never a gangbang. It was a spam text.
It might have been, but why didn't he click on it?
A gangbang? So what? So what?
I did.
He's a freaking grown-ass adult. He can do what he wants.
If he wants to be in a gangbang, he can be in one.
Okay, right? All you had to do was click on it and...
Why should he have to prove it? Why?
All you should have to do is expose
you go along and delete every text you get if you get 1,000 texts a day. Are you going through the trouble of deleting them all? Just keeping
no, bro.
So I run mine. I've got fucking 5 folders. I got 5 pages of spam. He's deleted and I haven't bothered with it yet.
Hot chicks. Click here and some random phone numbers.
You guys got to... Everybody Ryan up church points. That's a boogeyman to you people. It's the damnest thing I've ever seen.
Tony Dodge has nothing to do with Kylie. He's just a creeper. That's it.
Oh,
it's fine, man.
Wow. Be respectful in chat, please.
I'm sorry, dude. Like, I don't think Tony Dodge is a good person. He has nothing to do with Kylie, but I think he's a creeper.
100%. That's your opinion. That's your opinion. I don't know that.
I do. He says he's in necrophilia.
I think all crack squad are sissy bitch cocksucking bastards.
Whoa.
All of them.
I'm a 63-year-old man.
Every last one.
People. Holy shit.
And you coming in here saying you don't listen to Ryan Upchurch is a bald-faced lie.
I don't listen to his music.
Him on a thin razor.
Go on my YouTube and look at my subscriptions and look at the music list. I listen to like fucking metal and shit.
Why are you defending him and refusing facts to defend him?
I never. When did I defend him? Quote me.
You refuse every fact that refutes what he said.
Quote what I said.
You guys
every fact that refutes what he said.
Quote what I said. If I defend him.
You just sat here and did it in front of everybody.
I said him
right
sending
now,
people to attack that girl's bad. Him lying about that girl
right now.
All bad.
Let me hear you say it. Ryan Upchurch sucks. All crack squad or cocksucking sissy.
You guys are actually retarded.
Everyone else retarded. Nonsense. I mean, it's ridiculous.
They're just ridiculous.
You guys are fucking retarded.
No, you don't know what's going on. You have no idea what's going on.
Ryan shouldn't be lying about people. He shouldn't be sending people to fucking hurt them. Tony Dodge shouldn't be talking about necrophilia. How am I lying?
It was sarcasm, son.
I don't give a shit. It was sarcasm.
He didn't mean it. It was a goddamn joke, you dumb shit.
Like this. Hey, if he's pissing on your leg, go change your pants, because I don't want to smell it.
Joe Biden just got on the news right now. A national fucking press release and said, I'm a pedophile. And then afterwards said, I'm just being sarcastic. You think the whole world's not going to be, what the fuck?
Do you really think that he went somewhere and screwed a dead body?
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know. Are there people on this earth who do that? Yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah.
He was being sarcastic.
I mean, I'm pretty
sure. How long have you known him for?
You're building a fake monster.
How long have you known Tony Dodge for?
A false monster to believe in.
How long have you known Tony Dodge for?
I don't care how long. I know it was sarcasm. I don't need to know.
It's an important fact.
Sarcasm. I know it's being sarcastic because I got to write you about it.
You know the guy on a personal basis. Oh,
I don't have to. I don't have to know him on a personal basis to recognize sarcasm. Sarcasm is very recognizable if you got an IQ above a 4. And you know he's just kidding. He was just kidding.
I don't know that. I don't know shit about the guy.
It was a joke, son. A joke.
He has a moderator that came out and said he's a creep. Like, I don't know. I just know what other people are saying. And what he himself
said. That's your problem. You're listening to other people and going on their theories without judging any freaking judgment for yourself.
Tony Dodd's a creep. Okay. Now what?
And I know that his fans was real food because I got so
I said that multiple times. I also
what's your point then?
To do with it.
What's your point then, bro?
Yeah, we're trying to figure out what's your point.
Have you been on mute this entire time? He's been like saying I'm sucking Ryan Upchurch's balls, and I believe everything he says. Like,
well, then what are you defending? I don't understand.
I'm not.
That's all we want to know.
Why do you care what Tony does? How does
I
that
don't.
affect your
I
life?
just called him a creep, and you're like defending him, saying
No,
he's
you
not a
didn't.
creep.
I didn't defend you calling him a creep. You can call him a creep all you want. You're trying to say he actually physically went and screwed dead bodies.
Oh no!
And he was telling a goddamn joke.
No.
He was sarcastic.
Couple words in my
And
mouth.
juvenile.
Couple words
You
in my
realize how
mouth.
juvenile
I
a
did
belief
not
like
say
that
that.
is?
He did say that.
No,
You
I
did say
did not.
that.
I
You
said
did.
it's weird how he did say that. I don't know if he does. He might.
That's
If you
sarcasm.
had an
He
knocked you
might not.
up before, like me, you would know he didn't. Because it was
I never said
sarcasm. It was
that.
a joke. It wasn't meant to be
Anybody
taken
can look
serious.
at that and realize that that was sarcasm. I mean,
God damn.
But
Very
I
clearly-
I
very
know
clearly they
sarcasm.
were
You don't
reacting.
know
This
Tony
guy-
Dodd
this guy
personally.
right
You don't know
here,
how he jokes.
He's one of the
You don't know.
ones that believed my sarcasm video. I made
I
a
didn't
video
watch your
with
video.
references to
I don't-
Scooby-Doo,
I don't think I've ever
references
watched
to
your
written
video
dead
ever.
bodies,
I've seen
Then
some
what's your
references
point
to
when you
living
wanna do
actors,
Zab
and you were
Girl.
one of the
That
ones that
came
thought
over
it was real.
that girl's just as bad, man. She's horrible. You see the bullshit she's doing?
Two-Face. God damn, that girl
How
Two-Face.
is
She runs 8-hour live
Hold on,
streams
pause.
just being
What
a
are you guys
tragedy
doing for
for
Kylie
him.
Rodney?
Not spreading lies on the internet.
Yeah,
That's
we're
for
not
sure.
What are you doing?
Brian Upchurch.
Anything
Combating what
We're not
Upchurch
slandering her.
is
We're not
saying.
slandering her. Who knows? Your mom knows you've been beating off the gangbang porn. She's found them sticky socks under the bed, boy. You need to quit doing that. You hear me? Quit watching that gangbang porn.
Hey, to the
You said
comment,
you would be upset
exactly.
if they were comparing hairlines, but what if they were attacking your daughter? How would you feel
Saying
then?
she wasn't real.
I would be
saying she
pissed
was
off.
fake, and
That's what I'm saying.
Look,
I bet
that's
there's 10,000 on TikTok. You're just denying
How
facts,
soon?
and it's
Bro,
ridiculous.
You don't have facts, though. You're
No,
not
you
showing
have-
the
there's a
facts.
bunch on TikTok.
You're talking nonsense. You're
Hey,
showing
here's
videos
Big
from
Rod.
4
You got
years
something to
ago.
say, Big Rod?
Hey, I just got something on the Tony deal. I'm neutral here, but I was on Tony's show I followed him for a pretty good while. My biggest problem with him, and what I want to ask you, Psycho, is I know you're always taking up for him and stuff, but I was literally on the show, and that hour, that he's got on there that he says that we used to do the hour deal.
Insomnia.
I've never watched this podcast, buddy. I don't know.
Well, that's what I'm gonna share with you. My problem is, and I used to try to tell him that, where he would have Kylie in his headlines, the biggest problem is he could have got away with this sarcasm shit, is if he would have taken that and changed it to a different whole podcast. But he ran his hour, that Insomniac hour, along with that Kylie in the headlines
But
and Ryan in the headlines.
that reference to necrophilia was somebody made a joke to him,
I'm thinking
and
that
he
I
answered
was
back in a
on there.
sarcastic way.
I was on there when it happened. I'm going to explain to
Right.
you.
So what's your point?
But what I'm telling you is still, with the headlines reading Kylie, I kept telling him you need to change this, because what would happen is we would prank call people. I was even part of this. But the prank call started out being just something silly, calling Denny's and saying he would get that C-Files to say he left something, and it would be something silly, and they would go look for it. And this is 2 o'clock in the morning. Well, people started calling back and making these crazy allegations that people would hear and stuff, but it would still be under the Kylie name. You see what I'm saying? The headlines, if you look
But
it up.
why are you singling him out, though? Everyone's doing that.
No, it's what I was just saying. I was trying to help Tony because I didn't want it. That's where his problem came. Is he
I don't see where he did anything wrong, though. That's what I'm
because he
all for.
still had Kylie, because he was doing it as his headlines.
But what about all the other podcasts that do it?
I don't show me one person.
A lot of them do it.
like that.
A lot of them
We
do
got
it.
pretty nasty. I didn't see nothing that has Insomniac hour like we had. I mean, you have to show me. I haven't seen, and I've been on tons of.
I've watched Zab Girl tell the most ridiculous, crazy, unbelievable, wild, cock and bull, out of this world nonsense.
I'm talking nasty stuff. I'm talking like vulgar language is what I'm talking about.
Oh well, you know what? We can't all be saints, I guess.
Well, no, that's what I'm talking about. It got vulgar, like with that guy.
Okay, but you're willing to admit that the reference to necrophilia was sarcasm,
Yes,
aimed
it
at
was. No,
a
it was.
sarcastic remark thrown at him.
Yes, it was.
See, buddy?
But that's what I'm trying to tell you is that it still was under the Kylie deal, and I think that's where people aren't getting there. They're not
The
trying
thing
to.
with this guy's problem is this guy thinks he was really going to go screw a dead body.
No, I didn't say that. See, you're putting.
Yes, you did.
No,
Oh,
I
yes,
did
you
not.
did.
I said
said
I don't know
maybe.
what he's into. I don't know Tony Dodge.
He's not into screwing dead bodies,
son.
son. It was sarcasm.
No, I don't think he's doing any of that. But I kept telling Tony, you've got to change the Insomniac hour and make that a whole different podcast. And don't
I
have,
could agree with that. I can
and don't
agree with
have
that.
Kylie's dead.
I
Don't
guess
have
it's a good
Kylie's stuff.
point. I don't know what the point is.
Well, like 9/11. I'm gonna tell you the day that happened. If you go back and look at the day that video actually was, his actual thing. This was on 9/11, and his actual video or his thumbnail is 9/11. So you think you're gonna go in and talk about 9/11, right?
I understand that, Oker.
And that was happening, but it's very sad if you keep watching. And we go straight into a Insomniac hour, and then it starts talking about pedophilia and screwing people's moms.
Why are you there? If it's annoying to you and you
I
think it's
left. I
wrong,
just
why
told you I
won't you?
left, but I tried to get Tony to change that. That's what I'm explaining to you. It still doesn't look good on you.
Okay, so he don't look good. Great. Now
So,
what? I don't understand. They're accusing him of being involved in this case because he got a gangbang spam. See, now you see.
Bang, bang,
I
bang,
didn't
bang,
say
bang,
that.
bang.
I want to expand on this guy's point. Let me expand on his point. To the fellow that says he's not an Upchurch fan, but we all know he is. Okay,
Yeah.
you hear
I
the
know more
kind of
songs than I
shenanigans they do on that show. Okay, he's got a show where it's called Insomniac, and they do prank calls, they play jokes on each other, they do all kinds of crap. He's been doing this from clear back. When did he start that? Like 2012, something like that. Anyway, he's been doing these funny skits like this all the time. Okay, and people will call in and even do role playing, and they do sarcastic crap back and forth. They do prank calls, and then you can't understand why he would have gotten a crazy text saying, "We'll do a gangbang."
Listen, do me a favor. Find me a timestamp on a video of his joking, like making a pretty
You
sick
just heard
joke
this
like
man
that.
tell you what they do on the show. And you don't want to believe it. See, this is what I mean about you rejecting facts.
I didn't say
You
it.
think
I
this
don't
man
believe
came on here to
I just
lie?
haven't seen it myself. I don't watch Tony
So you
Todd.
think Big Rod's lying?
I didn't call him a liar. I just want to see
Do
it
you
for
Believe him or you
myself.
don't?
So
Do
I
you
can see
believe
the
him?
context.
Do you believe him?
I would like to see it for myself. I don't I don't think he's lying.
was sarcasm.
I
Be right
just want
back.
the context.
Son,
All you have to do,
Okay.
all you have to do, if you'll fast forward to the end of his deals, you click on any of those shows and they say Insomniac Hour. If you'll fast forward, like, so some of them are 4 or 5 hours long, but go all the way towards the end, he normally has a guest on in the beginning, and he will talk about the topic that is headline.
bad, isn't it, Lemon?
And then we go straight into Insomniac Hour from there. And that's where I was trying to get him to cut it. And let's start a new podcast for the Insomniac Hour and not have that headlined in with what his original talk show was about. Because I told him, man, this doesn't look good when people click on and it says 9/11 and remember it. And then after about 3 hours, we go into talking about porn shit.
I don't think anybody even would care.
There's nothing like sick about porn to me.
No, I
don't
think
find
porn's
that sick.
perfectly fine. What's
I'm
wrong
talking
with
about
porn?
when it starts. If you lost somebody at 9/11, I don't think you appreciate it. I mean, I'm just.
I don't.
I mean, maybe not. I don't know.
I don't really.
I haven't lost
You're
anybody
telling me
like
that
this,
somebody
so-
that lost a loved one on 9/11 is going to be on YouTube and they're going to see some guy acting funny and doing stupid shit on YouTube and it's somehow going to offend them. I don't believe it.
I mean, but like all this stuff.
Why are you? I mean, okay.
I mean,
It's
you can
like-
have your opinion. It wouldn't offend me if you're
I
asking
just have
me
a
would it
question.
offend me.
I have
It
a
would.
question.
Then why does it offend you what Ryan's saying?
Because oh my God.
Well, I'm just saying. You're saying it should offend. We're talking about dead people here. 9/11 was a
Okay,
huge
well,
thing.
Rise
you
it to the
asked
level
me a
of
question. I'm going to answer.
Well,
Let me
because
answer the
he's
question.
having people dox children. I mean,
I'm going to
that's
answer the question.
I'm not talking about.
Tony
Have the followers go after his anime
Let me
nonstop.
answer his question. He asked me a question. He asked me why I was offended what Ryan's doing. Ryan is a huge entertainer with a massive fan base, with 10% of that fan base being very low IQ. He went on his channel and he said that the girl was fake and that her parents hoaxed it for the GoFundMe money. He stuck on that for a week while his minions went out and started attacking the family. Then he came out and he said Callie is really a girl named Callie, and his 12% of low IQ fans went out and attacked her, and she had to take her entire social media down because Ryan doxed her, and it took the police to go to his house to get him to take it down. Then he goes on a podcast that Xanime's on, and Xanime made the big crime saying, well, I don't know who you are, I've never heard of you. And he just fucking tore into her, and he's been wrecking her life ever since. His fans have went and attacked her mother, her niece, her sister, her job, her business. They've even called her military sergeant. Now, do you see a difference? If
Yeah,
you're
but
saying, no, I'm not finished. I want to finish.
So you asked me a question, but go ahead.
But let me finish. I'm not done. One more piece. You just told me that it was offensive to you that Tony would have 9/11 tagged or Kylie Rodney tagged while he was doing goofy stuff at night. Right? That's offensive to you.
Yes.
It's not offensive to you to hear an entertainer do all that?
But yes, it is. But you're telling me it's not offensive to you. That's why I asked you. I never.
No. You're trying to say they're the same, and they're not the same.
No, I asked you a question. I just asked you.
It doesn't offend me if Tony wants to do comedy and have 9/11 in the title. It doesn't bother me a bit.
Not me either.
There's difference between comedy and talking vulgar to women.
If they
I was there when he done
voluntarily
that.
be talked to vulgarly,
You know, I was there when he done that.
okay.
That's
Were they
what
on their own
came out.
accord?
A
Were the
female
women
mod
on their own accord?
and has a bunch of proof of him being creepy.
Yeah, they have the facts.
Why are you guys thinking I'm like defending Tony? I don't even know the guy.
Because you kind of
no.
sound like you are.
I'm just saying it was sarcasm because my IQ's above 4.
Okay,
My
if you
IQ's
don't
above 4,
personally know
therefore I
Tony
know
Todd,
that the
you cannot
necrophilia
call it
comment was sarcasm.
If you don't
Can
know
I just say something from a British point of view?
Sure.
Like, I get like sarcasm and all that. I'm British. We have to have a freaking sense of humour. We fucking live in England, for fuck's sake. But we wouldn't joke about paedophilia over in England.
Thing. Absolutely.
Yeah, you'd get your ass whooped.
Yeah,
If
welcome
you
to
joked
America.
about that over here. I'm just saying.
Hey,
Like, there's
Squad,
stuff that you don't joke
Tommy
about.
KP
Yeah,
wants you to
the
come over and
thing
listen to him tell lies, repeat Ryan's lies and fairy tales. So I don't want you guys to miss that. All that
I mean,
stuff
but think
around
about
the
it. Like
back.
this whole, like, because he said those 2 words, which is not my cup of tea. There's a difference between dark humor and, you know, vulgar humor and all that. Like, there's, you know, whatever. People have their own taste of humor that they enjoy. But because he said those 2 little words, everybody is not focusing again on Kylie's case, and there's nothing to focus on because nothing's came out yet. Nothing's coming out until November 1st, but everyone is throwing these conspiracy theories all around again. I mean, it didn't stop, but
this is what people do when the cases are active, like the Brian Laundrie shit. People were doing the same exact thing.
oh,
Pretty
absolutely.
normal.
There's
Oh, I
other
know it's not.
Fine, and he doesn't listen to his music.
He's lying.
I'm not
He
lying,
He
bro.
came in here to white
I'm not
knight
gonna lie to
Ryan.
anybody over this. I have no reason to lie. None
Well,
whatsoever.
just tried to claim there weren't any videos about Prosser Lake, and you know there were. Right?
Yeah, there's videos like
You're
3-4
still
years
stuck
ago.
on
Yeah.
it, wasn't? You're still stuck on that he meant necrophilia, and this man.
No,
will tell
no,
you,
no,
He
no. I
watched
never
it when
said
I
that's what he
watched
actually
it.
meant.
It was
I said that's a
sarcasm,
pretty
son.
weird
They were
thing to
throwing
say.
jokes back and forth
That's
at
it.
each other. They were throwing jokes back and forth at each other. They were throwing dirty jokes back and forth at each other, son.
Okay, but hear me out. He first said pedophilia, then said, oh no, necrophilia. I don't
Have you
joke
ever
like
made a
that. You
blunder?
probably don't
Have you
joke
ever
like that.
made a blunder in your life?
That's because the
Yeah,
college.
no, I've never said I'm a pedophile and been like, oh shit.
If you're talking
I
about
didn't
all
mean
stupid
that,
shit,
no,
joking
never
and
happened.
raising hell, and you guys, you're just so stuck on stupid. And here's what I don't understand.
Come on, man.
Is this supposed to diminish what Ryan's doing because Tony's a bad guy?
No,
No,
that's
it's
literally
I
it.
don't know.
What does Tony have to do with this? I don't
I
understand.
said
I
multiple
heard you saying
times.
stuff.
Tony
I'm
has
just-
absolutely nothing to do with Kelly Rodney. Said that
Then why are
multiple
we
times
talking
now
about
on your show. You must be
Maybe.
forgetting. or
Because
your low
he's in on part of it,
I
saying
mean,
with the Ryan deal.
He
And
don't have 3 million subscribers and a massive fan base that goes to tax people on his behalf.
I'm talking about because you were talking about what's her name, and they're saying that them 2 are tied together. So I was
They're
just,
not.
I know they're not. I don't think they are either. But what I was saying, that's the only reason I've heard y'all talking about it. So I was just trying to clear it up to let people know that, yes, in Insomniac Hour, there was a lot of jokes told and everything. But since then, the Sumner guy has pretty much shut down because we just didn't want to include ourselves in part of that. You know, we're not going to.
Well, good for you, but I bet you still watch Ryan, don't you?
Bro,
What? Do I still what?
You would still watch Ryan now.
you do too.
What did you just say? You listen to? I listen
I
to
haven't
his
watched
music.
his videos. Only
You
one
said you
people
listen to
watch.
his music. You're contributing to him financially, so you must be a fan too, right?
You
How do you
understand
know what
the music-
he can-
do you
okay.
understand the music was already purchased before he did this?
But the point is, if you're watching a video on YouTube of his music, you're giving him a view. Sure, it's one view.
So-
You're not like, giving him a million
But
bucks,
that,
but you're still
yes, I
contributing.
still watching. Yeah,
Still
because I hear him
contributing.
say-
What is wrong with this generation that you think?
Oh,
I'm
I-
almost 30. What do you mean this
That-
generation? I'm a fucking
Well,
millennial.
I'm 51.
I wouldn't use that as a bragging point.
I'm not bragging. You're acting like I'm
I was
Gen
gonna
Z.
say I'm
I'm
31 and
fucking
I'm not.
I feel like,
I'm 31.
I feel like I've
This
proven
man
I'm a lot
is-
smarter than you during this whole conversation.
Bro, I
You can
thought you had to wake
disagree
up
with
at 4
somebody.
tomorrow.
You can disagree with somebody and still respect the person they are.
Yes, you can.
For
Oh,
God's
you
sake,
can
Like, you
say-
respect them for fuck's sake. Like you talk like you
it's
hate them.
just
You want
weird.
to
What
cancel.
is this with this
fucking
all
stupid
in or
shit.
all out? You guys got this all in or all out attitude.
That's what you
And I don't
just
know
told
where
us.
that comes from. It's so weird to me.
Well,
Dude,
that's
this
what you just said
Talk
to us.
about
You
was
said
tried
you
to
still
save
watch it.
Ryan's career. Any real fan would have tried to save his career, but they have not. They have followed him
How do you
and they
know
have
that?
went and harassed
You don't
people.
know everybody. You don't know what we've said to Ryan. You hear what Ryan says? He
I
tells
read
you-
his comments. I read his
Hey, if
comments,
you
and they're
listen to
cheering
him,
the guy
he says
on.
he gets phone calls every day and text messages, people and close friends and family telling him, hey, dude, we're worried about you. Man, stop this shit. Stop
Right.
that. And what does he say? He says, fuck you. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. So
Right.
stop saying we do not tell him that we care about him and that we want
You're
him to
one of the
stop
good guys. Hey,
some
she's
of
not
the
talking
shit.
about you, obviously. Stop.
But that's what I'm
She's talking
saying.
about
He's
you.
saying nobody's saying it.
There's a lot of people that won't. I've got
There's a
a
lot.
Uncle Will. There's a
There's a
guy
lot.
named Uncle Will.
I looked
Who
at the
won't
top
even say
comments
it's
and
wrong to
they're
mistreat
wrong.
women.
It's called narcissism, and they don't like to be told that they're wrong.
His
Oh, I'm
family,
not no
Uncle
damn
Will,
narcissist.
will not look
No,
you in
I
the
wasn't
face
saying
and
you.
say it's
I
wrong
was
to
not
mistreat
talking about
women
you.
anymore. Because Ryan did that, and he's afraid Ryan. We just had a guy on here a little while ago that would not even say that it would be wrong if it was being done to his mother.
Wouldn't
Oh,
even.
sister.
I couldn't
Wait,
believe it. I couldn't believe it.
I didn't hear that.
We asked a guy if Ryan was doing the exact same thing to your mom and sister that's been done to Zanime and her family, would you tell me to not defend them? And he wouldn't answer it. He
I
couldn't.
mean, I wouldn't be mad at you.
Asked him
defending-
3 or 4
defending
times, and he said, "I'm neutral. I'm neutral."
Do you think that the gangbang text that Tony got was just bullshit spam from his insomniac shit days?
I think it's bullshit. It's a
It could
joke
be.
and stuff.
Listen, it very much could be.
He didn't get
But
invited
he
to a
should have
gangbang.
clicked
session.
on
He
it.
wasn't going to gangbang nobody. Stop
But
it.
listen, hear me
Stop
out.
it. Stop
He
it.
should have clicked
He was
on
not
it.
going to
Cleared
gangbang
up.
nobody. God
Listen,
damn. You're
What
being
if I told
dumb.
you I got the same spam a month ago, and I
It
deleted
was
it?
a spam. Why is that so hard to believe?
I'm a female, and I got the
If
same exact
someone,
spam.
if someone watches his channel,
other
and
people
sends
have
it,
too.
it's not spam. That's like a viewer of his saying. Like a spam to me is
But
like a
you
spam
understand
bot
those are the
saying
kind of
hot
jokes they
locals
play on
and
each other.
whatever with a
Do you
number.
understand that that's the kind of jokes they play on each other?
Okay, but don't call it spam then if it was like a regular human being who watches him.
You
Like,
saw
it's
it was a
viewer.
deleted account.
That's like
It was a
somebody-
deleted account. Someone sent it and deleted the account. They sent it and deleted the account.
I got the same exact spam, and I'm a female. The same
The
one.
guy, Rob down
How
here
did we get so far into the week?
channel when it happens. Hello, I was watching it too. I've gotten that kind of spam. I delete it. So what? Big deal.
We're off the
Okay,
rails
but
with
listen,
Tony shit.
You are listen. I mean, no offense what I'm saying. I'm just saying something that's true. You're not famous. You have no followers. Nobody knows who you are. Tony Thatch has followers. So if a viewer of his sees that shit, he should just click on it and like show the
Hey,
context so
Dixie
people are like, oh, okay. It was
I
He
will
did
stick
clear
up
it
for
up.
anybody.
That's all.
I want to
No, he did
answer
not. He
Dixie
did not
Chicken's
clear it up.
question here. Dixie Chicken says the psycho not realize that standing up for Tony is not standing up for Xanamet. I want to tell you something, Dixie Chicken.
How's it
I'm gonna
not?
carry this through your life. I will stand up for my worst enemy if they are being wrongfully persecuted and I know that it is wrong.
Facts.
That's called
Mhm.
integrity. Try it.
Yep.
If you were wrongly accused of something, I would defend you.
No, you wouldn't, because we have 0 followers. Like you couldn't put our name in your title and like
geez.
get more
Okay.
viewers from it.
Tell me.
And I'm not like
without
saying
telling
that to
me
diss you. I'm just being truthful. Like you really couldn't. Like you'd get nothing from us.
Do you
You'd get no
understand what a
views.
fucking just? I was speaking in general, son. It doesn't mean it has to really happen for it to mean something.
But don't say
I
like
can't believe
you
that just
do it.
fell short on you.
Huh? What did you say?
It went above your head.
No, he
Jesus
didn't.
God,
I
man.
understood exactly what he said.
What did I say?
Don't you think I would defend you if blah 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 was lying about you? Like I don't think you would. I truly don't.
If he knew you, he
I
would.
mean, I have with my worst enemy. I have.
Wait,
I
why
just-
would he?
I
Did you say?
defended
What
Ryan
was the
for
reason?
20
he did?
minutes last night when someone was trying to say that he Me Too
I mean, let's
Katie
go
Neville.
your,
That's a bullshit
videos.
lie. He did
Let's see what
not.
you've talked about.
Someone tried to say he was dating a minor. That's a bullshit lie. He did not.
I will say I did see that when somebody gets, and I appreciate you doing that because I would do the same. When just like he's saying, he sits here and talks all this stuff about Ryan and is upset with what he does. But I appreciate there's been 2 or 3 people that's come on his live that have said, one girl was saying Ryan came on this morning or yesterday and said he was going to sue this girl for accusing him of dating a 15-year-old when he was 22, which was a lie. Psycho cleared that up. And then somebody else said, what they come on there and say, accused him of something else that was wrong. Oh, the hand on the kitty and said he raped, what's her name? And that was a lie. That didn't happen. She just got a song out of it. And
I feel sorry for you, Beg 69. Someday you'll
How do you know it's a lie? Prove it. What evidence do you have?
just
Actually, she never did say you
It went to
He's
court.
one of those low IQ people I told you about.
That's your
Why you gotta
point.
insult people's intelligence? Like that's just fuck. And you
Hey,
don't
that
know.
was
You
your
believe
Because they're
three
idiots.
YouTubers, if you believe 3 YouTubers went and hurt this child, you are a simpleton.
I did not.
You're just
Say,
an
I
idiot.
don't believe that.
And I'm going to humiliate you. That's my
Hey,
job.
Psycho, that
What
was
I
your
do believe
lady
is
from England
something like
was
that could
saying
happen. It could.
Couldn't
Hey
even
guys,
happen.
I just want.
No, it could.
It could
YouTubers
never
are all
happen.
saints.
It could never happen.
Bro, there was a
Fairy
dude
tale.
who was famous.
Fairy tale.
Listen, hold on. There was a dude who was a
Fairy tale.
famous YouTuber
It can
who
happen.
went and shot
It
up a
can
fucking
moral foundation of Crack Squad. Worried that
Why would the
somebody
mom
said
come
the
here
word
and, like,
gangbang
defend
while you're out
Tony Dodge?
destroying people because Ryan Epchurch had a fucking dream. Because that's what it was, a fucking
Okay, but hear me out.
dream. Not
I
one
heard,
smidgen
you just
of
said
what
her
that boy
mom came on
said
your
is true.
show and defended Tony Dodge essentially. Why would she even do that? Like that literally gives people like Ryan fuel, so he's gonna continue doing shit like that.
What are you
He
talking
didn't
about?
defend
He
Tony.
never
She
said
defended
anything.
Tony has nothing to
Tony
do
over
with
what
it.
he said.
He
She
just said
defended what he
that.
said,
He
not
said she
him as
came
a
on and
human.
said
God.
crack
She
squad
don't
is
know the
crazy
man.
and gangbang is crazy. He literally just said that. I'm just
Here we
repeating
go.
what he said.
Here we're back on the gangbang. Spam,
Oh
spam,
my
spam.
God.
I'm repeating, bro. You literally just mentioned it. I'm repeating what you said.
Gangbang, 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 gangbang.
I guess I was in a gangbang too whenever I got my spam message.
Damn.
You know.
good for you.
There was never a gangbang, son.
I never
It
said
was
there
a spam
was.
email.
Are you like you don't listen, man? Like,
Why can't you err? I
you
want to ask you,
comprehend, like,
why
common
don't you err
words.
on the side of
You
most
comprehend
likely?
shit.
But why not err on the side of most likely? It's most likely a spam, right? Will you agree that it's most likely spam?
Well, a spam message is like a bot. So no, it's a viewer of his. It's some dipshit.
Right?
Probably.
They play
Yeah.
those games back and forth. That's the kind of goddamn show he
Okay,
has.
so it's not spam. It's a viewer of his. It's not
It's
spam.
the same thing. Spam means it's
Oh.
just bullshit that has no meaning. It's dumb.
Even if it was, what's the point? What does it prove?
Exactly.
Wait,
It's
where
going
are
on.
you-
I don't even allow gangbang.
Where are you going with this? Where are you going with this? That's what we're trying to figure out. Where are you going with this? What does this have to do with anything?
I just don't
They don't
understand
care
how
about
any of
how
you guys
we're
like can't like understand what I'm saying. I never said it has anything to do with anything.
You just
Then
keep
why
bringing
are
up
you
Tony
talking about
Dodge.
It doesn't prove anything.
But why are you
Done.
talking
Well, no,
about
it doesn't. It has nothing to do with anything.
Okay, so why the
you-
fuck are you like questioning
Just
me,
like,
like asking me?
hey,
about
hey,
it?
shut the fuck up and
You
let me
brought it
talk.
up. I
Don't
was
fucking get
repeating what you said.
disrespectful, motherfucker.
What are you doing now?
Disrespect
You're the
yourself.
disrespect.
I mean, I don't understand. You're the one that brought it up, and now we shouldn't be
Dude,
asking.
you brought it up. You said the
You
same thing.
did.
Mom came on your show and was bitching about Crack Squad, talking about it's
Yeah,
they're
exactly. Yeah,
talking
she did,
about
yeah.
gang
She
bang.
was
Like
actually
you,
crying in German. And
She didn't say anything about
German, Ukraine.
gangbang.
okay, but that's what he
No.
said. I'm just repeating what he said. That's it.
He said
No,
nothing about
on
gangbang.
the fucking gangbang.
He said she came on here and was begging people to leave her family alone. It
Alone?
had nothing to do
and then
with gangbang.
Psychobabble mentioned he said crack. Listen, I mean,
He said
I'm
Freak
not, just
Squad,
rewind
Crack
the
Squad,
video.
whatever.
Can you
Could
use
you
your
imagine
brain?
being
Rewind the
confused?
video and listen to what he said.
Oh Lord, I
Like,
heard
he
what
mentioned
he
it first.
Son, I got news
This
for you.
dude's
I'm not being
pointless.
mean. I'm not being mean, but man, you're gonna have a tough time, buddy. You get hung.
I
up
think
with
he's
the
just
most
trolling,
dumb
man.
nonsense.
How
that
am
I
has
said
no-
that. Yep,
How
I
am
said
I
that too.
trolling?
It has no
Because
point.
Because
you
you're
don't
just
understand
you're
common
just
words.
going around in circles, dude. You're not even
I'm
talking
not.
about anything.
I would like to hear
Okay,
Norman
Talking about
Sunshine.
let me
the
make you
show
feel
if it
better.
has any relevance.
Okay,
Kyler,
let me
does
make
it
you feel
have
better.
any
I want to
relevance?
make you feel better. Tony screwed 2 dead bodies and then went to a gangbang. Now what? So,
I don't know. It makes him a creep if it happened.
so
Doesn't mean
So
he
that's
has to
the point.
do it.
Tony's a creep.
Just makes him a creep. That's it.
Tony's a creep.
Okay, so
So,
who gives a fuck? Okay, let's move on.
You
Big
do.
fucking deal.
You
Famous,
obviously do.
well, not famous, but he's got like 10K, like I don't know, 20,000 followers.
Why do you care what he does?
He has nothing to do
I
with
don't
this
know.
case,
If someone's
though.
doing creepy shit, that's fucked up. Kids
You
use
think he's the only one in the world that tells sex jokes?
Hey, Psycho, let me ask you a question.
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, sound good?
There's two missing children in his neighborhood. Why ain't he talking about it?
Oh my God.
And
Why answer that?
Is he now a news reporter?
in whose neighborhood?
And Tony's. He's got 2
Why
missing
aren't you
kids in his
talking about
neighborhood.
Let's see how silly you guys
That's not
are.
what he does,
Why is he
though.
obligated to talk
That's not
about
what he
that?
does.
care.
What? Did you just say he don't have a true crime channel?
No, I said it's not really
He
what
was
he
in the
does.
Summer Wells case. He was in the Summer Wells case.
He does
Was he
all
not?
stupid shit. He's got a show at night where it's just
He
jokes.
is a creepy
Just
dude,
tell
but
Clive to call
he has
it's called the
nothing to do with
Insomniac. I know exactly what you're talking about. I've watched
Yeah,
y'all's
it's
live
just
squad. I
jokes.
listen to all y'all talk.
So
Okay,
what you're
there's-
basically saying is
Psycho,
that
you know,
Is that his
Psycho, you know that I know you personally, right?
he can talk about it.
Damn.
I could care less, buddy. I don't got
You
nothing to
might
hide.
want to care.
I do. Well, come on then.
Oh,
Oh,
Lord.
that sounded like a threat.
You think you whip my ass?
What do you mean? Threaten what?
Do you
I
think
just I know
you
him
can whip my
personally.
ass? Yes or no? Do you?
What do you mean?
What are you talking about?
You said it. What do you mean?
Do
No,
you
I'm
think
asking what
you
he
can whip
means.
my ass? I
Are
might know
you talking
exactly
about
who you
fighting?
are. You
Are you
might
talking
know
about
exactly
fighting,
who you
bro?
are.
I'm glad you
He's just trying to coax you into something. Don't even listen to him.
Are you
You're just
talking?
an idiot.
Are you talking
You're
about
an
fighting?
I'm talking
Psycho?
about you.
Yeah, I am.
See,
I
that's
am.
what I'm saying.
You
Why
got
do you
trolls
think
on the
he's
panel, man. They're trying to stir shit up.
Exactly.
No,
exactly.
I'm asking questions because people get banned when they come in and ask a question.
Go ahead and ask a
Why?
question.
No, you're being ridiculous with what you're doing.
Ask it.
I'm being ridiculous. I'm being
Ask it.
ridiculous.
So,
100%.
Right. Okay.
It's-
So I'm the
it's
one
I
like
that
took that as a
has
threat.
an
I took that
insomniac
as a
out with his
threat.
pedophile
Someone's got
jokes,
a
right?
tab open. You need
While
to
they're
Why
click
do you?
child.
Who cares about Tony? Who cares?
Tony.
Don't even talk about fucking Tony.
It's
Let's
like,
talk
I have a
about
question.
Tony.
If you
I
hate
don't
this
care.
No, we're not
guy,
talking about Tony.
why do you got
He's a
video
suspect in the
of
case.
5G
Oh,
cell
one at a
phone?
time.
Oh, really?
Understand everybody.
He's a
He's a
suspect.
Oh, wait, I have a
That's the
question. I have a
first
question. Can I ask a question?
How is he a suspect? Where's your evidence?
I'm
Hold on,
gonna-
can I ask one question real quick, you guys?
Yeah, go
To
ahead.
the guy who said that there's 2 missing people in his neighborhood, or 2 missing kids, you said?
Yeah,
That's
kids.
okay. Do you, I'd like to know what what you think is happening? Do you think that he's possibly kidnapping and killing the kids so that way he can, because he has a true crime channel, so that way he can go on there and.
Well, let me just tell you my theory.
And when it's bullshit, there's no point in listening.
Let me tell you something. Y'all are also the people that said no, her mother could never do a thing. There's no way. Are we talking about Casey Anthony or Kylie Rodney's mom?
What?
Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Y'all,
Dude, you're lost. I don't even care about
Who
that.
talked about Casey Anthony?
I don't even
I'm
know
bringing up
that.
Casey Anthony because
Why?
the world's starting to say, but let her mourn. Everybody mourns differently. Yeah, Casey Anthony's
He's trying to legitimize the idea that Kylie's
You're
mom
off the
killed her.
fucking rocker, man.
Listen, I asked you a question.
I never
Do
said
you
Kylie's mom
think
killed her. Everyone said
These are
that.
just trolls, man. These
do
are
you
trolls.
think that
Bro,
guy
I've
is
trolled
killing
once.
in his neighborhood so that way he can do the true crime about him?
I don't understand. So you're telling me, let me talk to this guy for a minute.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
hit
let him
his hard
talk.
ass. I'm
Since
gonna
all
let
these
you
big mouth hosts always want to run their mouth.
Okay, well, let me
I
talk.
only asked a
You gonna let me
fucking
talk? Or you gonna let
Nice.
me talk?
That's a gentleman.
I'm listening. There's
I'm
nothing
trying
you
to talk
talk.
to
As
you.
you can tell, you can't never
I'm
get a
trying to
word
talk
over
to you
with.
and you won't listen.
No, I'm
If
listening.
two kids went missing in your neighborhood, would that mean you did it?
No.
Okay.
Did
Then why does it
Summer
mean
Wells not
Tony
go
did it?
missing in Tennessee? Stupid.
But why does it mean
So
Tony
Ryan
did
did
it?
it.
He's
I
better
don't
than
know
David
what your
LeBlanc.
point is.
Do I
You
have a
came
True
on
Crime
here.
channel?
You came on here and you said there's two kids missing in Tony County. He's not talking about it.
So are you
Well,
insinuating
all I
that
asked was
Tony
why.
did it?
I
But
don't
y'all are
know.
all in contact with Tony. I know Babel is. Y'all are all in contact
I
with
don't
Tony.
even know the fucking
No,
guy.
I don't even know the guy.
I can't stand the guy. What are you talking about?
You need to go, dude. You
I
got some
hate
growing up
Tony.
to do.
I don't even know
I
the
don't know
guy.
anything about
Can I give my opinion?
I
As
mean,
we're all
far
in
as
I
contact.
stuck
that's
on
where it's
stupid.
logical. Okay,
And
so
if you
Just
think you
like
know
the
me and you
fucking
think you can
house.
whip my ass, come to my house, dude. Or tell me where to meet you at. Then I'm going to be clear what my position is, Crack Squad. Here's my position. Anybody that thinks three YouTubers had something to do with this, anybody that's bothering Zanime, if I do find out who you are and come across you, you won't even know. Oh, you'll be hit before you even knew I was going to hit you. There won't be an
And now
argument.
Tony's feeling
You'll just
good.
hear the contact hit your teeth.
nonsense. What are you even
Fuck
saying,
that.
dude?
Okay, you hear me? You hear what I'm saying? You better
Yeah,
listen.
but I don't
And
understand.
now,
Why are you
Crack
saying
Squad,
you're gonna
Crack
fight me?
Squad.
I don't know
My
who the
job
fuck
is
you
to
are.
humiliate you because you believe in fairy tales. You like children.
I never said I believed it, bro. You haven't humiliated me.
I'm not
Humiliate
talking to
yourself
you.
by
Quit
I
talking
don't
listening
think
to
he's
you.
not talking to you, man.
He said you guys. Who's
He's
you
talking
guys?
to Crack
Are you one of them?
Squad.
Are you one of them? Yes or no?
I
Are you
know. I
Crack
said I
Squad?
don't even know anything about Ryan.
Then I'm not
So
talking
why
to
do
you.
you
Rodney.
then
Then
shut
I'm not
up?
talking to you. I said Crack Squad.
No, but you said
Quit
you
being a
guys.
victim. Quit being a victim. You're not a victim.
I think there's some people in here who have been sent just to stir shit up and keep
I
people
agree.
chasing their tail and
100.
just keep.
I love
You know,
humiliating them.
Bro, you
I've never
I
even
just
been,
say,
I've never even been in a group before. This is my first time. I just got invited out of the blue and I'm here. Thank
Hey,
you.
Psycho. Y'all
Can I just
sit
say
down so
something?
somebody else can come up.
All right,
Everyone's
thank you for
Later,
coming.
guys.
everyone's
Later.
everyone's quit.
Being bad or
So
something.
you do believe it? Why the fuck are you arguing me then? Just say yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Why are
do.
you
You
arguing
gotta go.
everything?
He's just trying to
Get
rile
rid
you
of
up,
him.
man.
Get rid of
No,
this
I'm
guy,
not. I'm just
man.
trying to
Man.
point
He's
out.
just trying to rile you up.
Bro, you guys are crazy.
He's
I'm
just
pointing out
stupid.
No,
how
you're the crazy one.
he
You're an
is
idiot, dude. We know why you're here.
hypocrite. That's it.
Exactly.
Wow.
Hypocritical.
Is he gone?
Wow.
Is he gone? Please tell me he's gone.
Yeah, he's
He's
gone.
gone.
What a
Jeez.
waste of
The whole
man.
time he got up here, he was just
I mean,
going at
dude, I
everything
hope
you said.
you made
Everything.
yourself sound like a child.
He couldn't
You
even
really did.
listen.
I gave you every opportunity to make some kind of point, and you just kept going in circles about Tony.
Right? I don't understand.
Like
Well,
I know
why
Yeah,
I've
makes
never
no
done
sense.
that shit. I've never been to
Makes
one
no
of the
sense.
Insomniacs. I've never seen any of it. I'm going on what I was told by other people and one podcast of his I watched. The
And
one
now
that Zanime
Tony
was
killed
on.
2 kids in the neighborhood.
I just never. There's a conspiracy and everything with these people.
Jesus.
Everything's a conspiracy.
And they don't
Hey,
listen
you
for the reason at all.
And you know what sucks is that there is a such thing as government corruption, and there are some real conspiracies. But these assholes
Exactly.
discredit all the real stuff that's
Who
going
is
on by
they?
throwing out their
Who the
ridiculous
fuck is
nonsense.
they? I'm here on my
Oh.
own account. What the fuck are you talking
Excuse me?
What?
Don't talk to me like that, sonny boy.
Where did he come from?
Who was that?
I hit him back one by mistake.
Oh.
Thanks. I guess I just have to go ahead and boot him. He's not.
Over here.
That,
I'll
that
go
would-
ahead.
all right,
I
cool.
said I
Thank,
want to talk to you respectfully.
thank you. Thank you for doing it.
Oh, that's nice.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Finally somebody with some
What the fuck are you
respect.
going on about?
All right. Go ahead. You got the floor, bro.
I asked you what you going on about. Why are you sticking up for Zanime and Tony so much for?
Because they didn't do anything wrong.
How do
What
you
I tell you?
Because I got an IQ above a 4.
know? What's my IQ?
2. If
It's
you believe
2.
that they had anything at all
I
to do
just
with
came in
the
here. I
case, you're a
told you my
simpleton.
first YouTube stream.
But I have to remain on.
You.
And here's
are
my
dumb
honest
as fuck,
opinion.
man.
If you believe in the cartoon
I
that
don't.
3
I never
YouTubers
said
went and hurt this child, you're a simpleton.
I never said that.
So what's your
That's why
what's
I'm
your
defending
view?
They're being attacked. They're being
What do you
attacked by a huge
Maybe
army
they're being
led by an
attacked 'cause they
entertainer. And
have
I'm going to
proof
stick
and
up for him.
points
And I
on
will not stop. Ryan Upchurch, I'm going to fucking stay on your ass till you come on your fucking channel, motherfucker, and you tell these fucking crackheads leave that family alone.
Why?
And I ain't going to quit.
Why? How do you know?
I ain't afraid of
Zanime?
none of them because none of them can whip my ass. None of them are hard enough.
How do you know Zanime?
I don't know her at all.
And why are you sticking up for her?
Because I would
Oh,
stick up for my
Lord.
worst enemy if they're being
I'm just
wrongfully
I'm
persecuted.
just-
I would stick
I'm
up for
just
you if you were being wrongfully persecuted.
Well, all right.
You know,
Is Kylie?
Does that answer your question?
Let's ask this
No.
guy some questions. Let's ask this guy some questions.
so how'd they do it, buddy? Lay it out.
Is Kylie Callie?
No, Kylie is Kylie.
How'd she do it?
Oh, okay.
How'd Zanime hurt this child? Let's hear it.
Zanime didn't hurt the child.
Then
Thank
why
you.
is she not? Why is she involved then? Why do
Then
you
why
come
would
in
you
here and
she
ask
isn't
about
defend her?
it?
Because she's
She's
being accused that
involved.
she did. So why would it be wrong to defend her then?
Because she's a cover-up. She's helped covering
Oh
things up.
my
Her
God.
younger cousin.
Right, what is she covering up?
Right,
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 hang
right.
on, Justin.
I want to hear the evidence. What evidence do you have of that?
Go ahead. What evidence do you have that she's a cover-up for what?
Cover
A,
younger
girl,
cousin.
a girl's car ended up in the water and she drowned.
So to be
Same
clear,
reason
she
Kylie
was
got
involved in
fired.
Kylie's death. To be clear, she was involved in Kylie's death. I want to hear you say it.
I'm not saying she's involved in it.
You just
Then
said
why
she
are you
covered up.
bothering?
Don't fucking backtrack, dude. You
I'm
just
not
said
backtracking.
she's covering up. So that means she's involved, correct?
Yeah, she's involved.
Wow.
Xana May is
My
involved. That's what you
opinion,
just
my
said.
thoughts, she's involved. Yeah.
Okay,
From
because at first
everything
you
I
said that
knew.
she wasn't. So you can't even keep a straight
No, I
thought.
said she didn't kill her. She was involved in the killing.
She was involved in the killing.
She didn't
That's
kill
what
her.
you're
She's
saying.
involved. Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
just
what
said
did she
that.
do?
Here.
What did she do?
This
What
is my
did she do? Let him
opinion.
tell
This
us.
is
What
why
did
You
she
gotta
do?
pin these
I wanna say my
motherfuckers down.
opinion. I want to say
What
my
did she
opinion.
do? And you're not going to speak in vague. You're not going to be all
No, I
vague.
just want to say my opinion. That's it. That's all I wanted to do
All right, go
this
ahead.
whole time. Just say my opinion.
Okay,
That's it.
give it to us. We're
All
waiting.
right. This is what I think. There's a fight. Yeah, we know about the fights and all that. Something bad happened to Kylie, and they're trying to cover it up. Sammy called her cousin, which is Xana May.
That's not even
Evidence.
true.
Anna May
Where's
is
the
from
evidence?
Ukraine.
Where's the
She
evidence?
could not have an American cousin. She's from Ukraine. She can't have an American cousin,
That doesn't
son.
make sense,
She's from
bro.
Ukraine.
It don't matter. She's from Ukraine.
Oh my
She's
God.
not Sammy's cousin.
Let's hear the rest of it. I gotta hear the rest of this guy.
That's all I'm saying. Is that
Does Sammy have a Ukrainian accent? I didn't hear Sammy with a Ukrainian
Sammy
accent.
doesn't have to have a Ukrainian accent.
She would if she was
She
in
Do
wasn't
you,
born
do you
there.
see how retarded you
You
sound
could
right
be
now?
related and not have the same accent.
Okay, no, I understand that, but and like I said, from both sides, I mean, there's a lot of people saying and doing things that's really not right.
Not from a 3 million platform with a huge fan base that'll go attack people for you. Nobody
Right.
but has that.
I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, when I bring this up, you're probably gonna get mad at me, but there was a comment that was posted about, and I believe it was from you, and this is just a question about the whole, well, we gangbang, raped, and murdered her, or whatever.
Oh god, here we go again.
No, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
We've
Because
been
even,
talking about it all night.
Go ahead.
but
Like,
even
move on, dude.
no, but I mean, y'all haven't moved on Ryan yet. I'm just saying, as a
No,
joking
no.
platform, you said you were being sarcastic, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, and just like they say, well, Tony, that was being sarcastic.
Yeah.
Where I'm from, like, sarcasm like that, though, you know, and it's gonna cause.
No, let me stop you. In order for you to say that there's some outrage and people laughing at the notion of Tony getting a gangbang, if you want to try to say, if you want to build a false monster out of that and be a victim of it and say you're outraged, which is totally false, I know.
I'm not saying outrage.
You have jacked off to gangbang porn. That I know.
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
No,
you
no, you don't know
have.
that.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have. Stop.
No, no.
Don't come in
No,
here
bro.
on my
Anybody who's
leg.
watched the
You're not
video,
human. You are not a human being if you haven't masturbated, son.
I understand. I'm masturbated, but gangbang porn just ain't my thing. I was raised different. I come from a different
But you know there is gangbang porn, right?
But there is, but the thing is even if you say, okay, so then he was being sarcastic about pedophilia, right?
Yeah.
You say you're smart, so
he was replying to a sarcastic comment about necrophilia.
yeah, but listen to what I'm saying though. Like, people are going in it because it gave room for it to go into.
But
see where I'm from.
Here's what's lost on me. Here's what's lost on me. You're putting all this effort into saying how terrible it is that Tony sarcastically said necrophilia on his own channel.
Well, he said
nobody but the people watching his podcast heard it, and they were there voluntarily. They're there every weekend to do that kind of humor. Okay.
Okay, but see,
pretend that you're offended by it. Now, can you show me where you are offended by something Ryan Upchurch has said?
No, but here's the thing.
What
that
has
I'm
Ryan
getting to.
Upchurch said that has offended you?
I mean, I ain't offended on nothing, but here's the thing that I'm talking about. And now, actually, listen to me, please, because I feel like I'm being really respectful right now.
Sure, go ahead.
See, when you play, and Ryan said this himself, when y'all place his name or when Tony places his name in the tag, right? So then I have
about Tony though.
But,
See, you guys
but listen,
Tony means nothing to me.
But you keep defending him a lot.
I know. I did not defend him a lot. I said it was a spam because it is. It's the truth. The truth.
I'm not talking about
somebody.
that.
Son, listen to me. You got to listen to this, please. The truth is not a defense.
Okay, what about your comment? Y'all see what I'm
truth. That's all it can never be anything but that.
What about the comment you posted? The comment you posted that was from you that said, "Well, me, Tony's anime gang raped and murdered." Is that really?
I was responding to sarcasm. I was responding to sarcasm. I was responding to sarcasm. Ha ha, funny.
That's not funny. That's sick humor.
Me?
So now what?
Who cares?
How can you defend something like that? How can you defend something like that?
I'm gonna listen.
It's okay to dox. It's okay to dox a 15-year-old girl, right? That's okay.
Son, I want you to listen to me.
No, I'm not your son. I'm going after.
Quit being stupid. Ryan was
bro.
right. Listen to me. See, you won't listen.
I'm
You
listening.
asked me a question. I'm trying to answer it.
But you call me stupid, bro.
Me, Zaname, Iked Mel, and Tony all planned a gangbang. And we went looking for a girl to go find a gangbang, and we couldn't find one, so they decided to go kill one, put her in a car, and drown her. See, that's Ryan Upchurch's story. That Iked Mel and Zaname and Johnny and Ronnie Jones killed this girl. It's absurd, son.
Well, where did you
can
come
joke at. Anybody that says it needs
No,
to be
that-
humiliated.
That does not need to be joked at.
It's called sarcasm. Yeah, it does. Did you go tell Ryan you were outraged that he was saying it?
Yeah, because Ryan's the one that said it, dumbass.
Why don't you ever say, "No, Ryan, this is so wrong to say this about someone. You're talking about pedophilia. You're talking about rape. You're talking about gangbangs." He's the one that brought every one of these topics up, and you're over here telling me how it's wrong. Why aren't you ever talking to him? And that's a serious question.
You posted it though.
Oh my God.
Ryan said it though.
Hey, listen. It's like if you accused me of something egregious like necrophilia, and then I say, "Oh yeah, I'm into necrophilia." That's fucking sarcasm. What's lost on you about that? What don't you get about that? You're the one that. Hey, shut up. You're the one that brought it up, bro. Come and do it then. You're real tough over the internet, dude. You wouldn't say shit to me in real life, but anyway,
Come over here. He'll come in here and tell me how offensive it is to hear people joking about one of the most popular sex acts among adults. Son, it's the number 4 sexual fantasy among women, the number 2 sexual fantasy among men, according to a study from Berkeley University with 10,000 samples. It's the
Isn't it
number
3
one
or more
genre.
gangbang?
I'm tired of hearing it. You guys are trying to
It's
make
so
it
annoying
out of
already.
nothing, and I ain't gonna let you do it. If
And why
you're
do they keep
outraged-
bringing up Tony? Who cares
You're
about Tony?
outraged at the word of gangbang, and you're outraged at people talking sex around this case. Ryan Upchurch is the source of that. Go talk to him.
Rex.
Hey, Babel. Isn't it 3 or more gangbang?
Yeah, for 3 or more.
So what's the difference between saying threesome and gangbang? I did gangbang too.
I just don't understand why they keep bringing Tony up in here. Like, what?
It's like they can do no wrong.
I don't even know the guy. I watched one of his podcasts. That's it. I watched one.
Yeah, nobody cares about Tony. Like, what does he have to do with
I
this?
ever saw.
I've never even watched one of his things. I think I just subscribed
The
to
only
his
thing I'm
channel
not going
today
to do is
to figure
pretend that
out what
spam
he's
text
about.
and spam text. I get them all the time. It's a thing. I didn't. It's a
They
spam
know
text.
that. They know that. Though. They're just
A
coming
month
in to
ago, I'm
derail the
telling you, I
conversation.
got a spam almost. I can't tell you if it was the exact same one, but
Am I on
it
sex
looked like
offenders
the exact
list?
same one that I got.
Christina, me and you got to get to know. Or Christina, me and the British girl, we're going to go on a date together, man. She says that you're on the sex registry. I didn't know that. So
Is there any way you can click that? Because
Oh,
I
yeah.
can sue her for
I
that.
thought you were talking to me. I'm Christina too.
Oh yeah, no, this is a
What?
question here.
I'm on a
This
sex registry.
is a
Oh,
question
shit.
someone's asking, and it's like I'll tell you, we're all on the sex registry here. This is a place for sex offenders to come and talk.
Right? Apparently.
Jesus
Apparently
Christ,
that's what
you
it is
guys and
now.
your sex conspiracy.
I have got 4 children and a grandson. If I was on the sex offenders list,
You
you
know,
think I'd be
Crack
able to raise my kids?
I got to just say this, Crack Squad, you guys have the filthiest imaginations. Everything
I
you guys
know.
dream up is revolved around pedophilia.
How do they
and
know who
sex.
she is, though?
You can
Now
look
they're
me up. I
doxing.
got all kinds of fucked up charges.
Be
I got
careful.
a high school grade charge. I got.
I've never
TV
seen
charges.
low IQ
They're in
people
my
build
drug case.
conspiracies around sex the way that Crack
Look me
Squad
up.
does.
I got all kinds of shit on me.
Yeah.
Be careful they don't dox you, though, with that shit.
What do you say here? Something about?
I'm not scared of my background. You know, it's made me who I am
Hell, I
today.
ain't
I'm a
either.
respectful person. You know.
I ain't either. I guess I can't believe they had this big build up for this big reveal that they were just going. They had the dirt, and it was because I was a foster parent for profit.
Oh, wow. Isn't everybody a foster parent and you get profit from it? Because they give you
It's
money
not a
to help
profit.
it.
You don't make
It's
a
not.
profit. They give
It's
you
not even
money
that
for
much. I know.
You got to buy health insurance.
My
for
mom
that
did it.
money. You got to buy clothes. You got to buy food. You got to take days off of work. You got to nix your vacation. You got to nix your retirement. You can't
It
go
doesn't even come
nowhere.
close
You
to
got to
taking
pay a
care of a kid.
babysitter. If you got a doctor's appointment, you got to pay a babysitter. If you got to go anywhere, they don't understand. They're too low IQ to know that money is
crazy.
it's fucking pittance.
Oh my God.
What they pay you
so
is not
ridiculous.
enough. Listen, my mom has my nephew, and she doesn't get near enough to take care of it. You know what I'm saying?
Pedophilia, rape, necrophilia.
First of all, Tony brought that up.
You don't bring that pedophilia and rape and necrophilia and
Stephanie, did you tell Ryan to quit bringing that stuff up? Stephanie Goebel, did you tell Ryan to quit talking about pedophilia, rape, and necrophilia around children on his YouTube channel? Because remember, he made a video just the other day saying kids watch his channel, and Ryan's been coming on his channel every day saying that Zanime raped and was into pedophilia and selling kids and trafficking kids and murder. Are you offended? Are you going to tell him to quit doing it? You better get over there. He's the source of it. You're that worried about it.